Hello there, dear wanderers and travelers. My name is Moton Blight, and welcome to Wuthering Waves. This stream, I'm going to be finishing up the 2.5 main quest that I didn't, actually I didn't know it was it was part of the main story. I thought it was an optional thing. But, yeah, I'm gonna finish up the quest for 2.5, and then I'm going to see if I have time to just do a little bit of 2.6. So, oh wait, a recap, that would be good. Last time, Frolova is not dead. I think she's fine. And we basically stopped Fenrico from doing something very terrible. Yeah, I don't know where we actually go on from here. So, without further ado, let's go check and see if I can remind myself what happened.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy, air's all wet.
Muggy day. I don't think I've ever heard the term muggy other than in a British context. Or British people use that word.
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh.
And also in Harry Potter.
Ugh. Cold. Oh.
A hot meal should warm you right up.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna. Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
Can't they at least get an umbrella or like a parasol to above them so the food doesn't get wet?
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue. Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the Ephor's palace. But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Are those faces on those tempura?
Free stay.
Also, those are pretty big tempuras also.
Zephyr really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, hang around a bit longer. This smells amazing.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia is right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus. We're so close to the finish line, just one step away. But our pace is slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt Tacit Discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Ephor's invite did say something about a big hunt. That reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
Hmm.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the Ephor, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar, you possess eyes as clear as crystal. But what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the Highland sky now darken?
I really am
with
impressed by
rolling
Kuro's
clouds?
like NPC designs. It's nice to see very unique NPC designs.
A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephor's palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Ephor must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
And you're...
I am Nestor, a traveling poet. The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the Ephor, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the Ephor, too. Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Ephor of Septimont. That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
Tell me about Augusta.
Augusta,
Ooh.
a girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
Dang, that's cool.
Just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Oh. Whoa. Dear guest from afar, do follow me into the near-forgotten stories of Augusta. But simply telling it might be a bit dull. Huh? What are you trying to do? Oh, it's like, that one game, Reign of Kings, I think. where it's like just a bunch of cards, and you manage a kingdom as a king, and you swipe left or right. Kind of like Tinder, but what methods do you have in mind, or what are you trying to do? They should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. Are we role-playing? Well, of course. Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you make, they will not alter our reality. Yet be wary. Fate is fickle, and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Her past decision may not have always been the best. Or may not have always been the best. Yeah, I think I gave Rover a little bit more of a lower, like, grave voice. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl named Augusta. I am Augusta. A gentle warm light begins to blur your vision, and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontian gladiators stands guard around her. Okay. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the Dark Tide did to your home, and we're here to help. Boldly observe, timidly observe the man in front. I'm assuming Augusta grows into a more confident person. So I'm gonna say timidly for now. Different choices will change corresponding stats value. Okay, so it is like I don't think it was Reign of Kings. I think it was just called Reign, and you play as a king, and then you have to manage like different like resources, like the general population's happiness, your relations, your village, your army, and like the food. Well, you must be hungry. Here, there should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Take the food offered by the gladiator. I'll take it. Or, we can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the Dark Tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip your sword with determination. The gladiators shake their heads and pat your shoulder. All of them look back at the ruined village. Remember to maintain a stats balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Okay. Story chapter is completed once the corresponding goals are met. Okay. In the end, you chose to leave the village. The gladiator's words revealed a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you are leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with gladiators or stay quiet. Engage with the gladiators? Following the gladiators, you arrived in the city of Septimont by ship. You waved them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Show your awe of the city, remain quiet and anxious. Poster for the gladiators' aegon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. Draw closer to the crowd. Gathering people push you towards the crowd. draw closer to the crowd. You must know, Septimont reveres strength. Here only the victor reigns. That is a law, older than the city itself. You notice the passion-filled eyes of this Septimontian. You notice the disdain in the eye of this Septimontian. Eat or be eaten. Oh wait. This isn't in quotation. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. Continue. Okay. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize that gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Ooh. This affects one stat, this affects 3. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, interesting. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out in the incessant chatter. Identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. There are always those commoners who view the Aegons as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. I hope I did a good snotty Septimontian. That was... Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are gonna try for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench be stinking up the place. Ignore their words. You are determined to step onto the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back. Someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Cato. Cato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on few proteges. Oh, so you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You recall the discussions about gladiators, identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to speak honestly about your past or lie about your past. Accepting fate. Oh, the dark tide took you home, and you came to Septimont seeking strength, is that so? You got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. That shows a bit of some fight. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Ooh. Tighten the grip on this. Alright then. Let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel without hesitation. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Cato moves with practiced ease. You are quickly defeated. Ooh. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Huh. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. How do you plan to end this? Challenge him the next day. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are. As pestering as the city folks say you are, huh? Attack, defend. Attack. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You are swiftly beaten once again. Go back. This is not your path. Continue the challenge. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be faster, then I'll be stronger. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate. You've lost. Challenge him again. Still not ready to give up. Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get you some food at least. Nope. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limit. The wind swept up by the blade whispers past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak's leaves, and you hear your friends' laughter, your parents' gentle calls. But in the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. Thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instinctively grip the sword hilt. I won't surrender. I can't stop here. Trainee gladiator. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. In Septimon's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated. A symbol of conquest. The sword is yours now. Victor or conquest? Yeah, that seems right. If you are determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta, that's your name, isn't it? The moment you step into that arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of some wild beast. And only the last one standing has the right to reclaim their true name. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, right here. New arrival in the big city. Okay, I really like this format. I really like that.
Fail enough
That was a very
times,
nice section.
and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, Our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the Ephor we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No, there might be one.
Do you mean Cato? Do you believe
It's
Cato
Cato.
handed her that
I thought it was
final
Cato.
victory on purpose?
Cato
And that
sounds
his
a lot
scathing
more good.
words were a test of her resolve?
Kato just sounds like, just like a Japanese person saying Kato. Maybe he had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
Then Cato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Continue chatting with Nestor. Okay. Are you ready to listen to the epic of the blazing sun? Alright, let's keep going. Reach 100 willpower. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's, or Kato's, training. Today the grind continues. Stick to the training schedule. We'll rest from now. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again. It has begun to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to... No. You reflect on your training. It was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up, over and over. Nah. Days slip by and the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today Cato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? Never forgotten. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others, you meet Cato's gaze, and you read the answer in your eyes. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Cato's words from when this all started. Ooh, I'm assuming... Yeah, this is still Cato. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I very much look forward to it. Oh, that's... oh... You're aware that sponsors for the Gladiators Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach. Except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all top-of-the-line merchandise I got here. Care to have a look? products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Ooh. Yeah. The audience casts their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. These laughs. So they really did have a hand in that disaster. The rod in high places also played a part. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Sounds. Ooh. Well, well, a village girl with such unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. Ooh. What can you offer, prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? Ooh. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. Entertainment, you say? In Septimon's, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. You turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stands towards you. Oh. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and strength. I forgot what voice I even gave him for that small line. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we may speak further, brave young lady. You accept the noble's trials, though trials is too fine a word for something intended only to break you. Outside the walls of Septimont City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. I can't tell if this will decrease it or not, so... They say a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls deep within a cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Oh, is this basically Augusta going through like the... What was it, the 7 labors? I forgot how many labors Heracles, not Hercules, Heracles had to do. But I'm assuming this is going to be similar to that, or at least there's going to be some references to it, because I recognize at least this one. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment, all but a dull sword. A dull sword is more than enough. Yeah. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Oh, E. Shh, get down. You're going to get yourself killed. Hold your breath or you're alerted. Minute Christ. Ooh. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you are hiding. Oof. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It is thanks to him that the beast did not notice you. Going by these clothes, you're a Septimont gladiator, eh? Hey, I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. For nothing but their playthings. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Only a madman would go after that lion. His words are tough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you've managed to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast, thus you march towards the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly, then a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws like scythes tear wounds in the earth. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. The trial is ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down into this mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Ooh. The critter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimont have 2 lives. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hands as the life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimont. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fall. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Even in Septimont, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Aegon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Ooh. Now rip that contract. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble's servant spits curses in your face. Say nothing or a bit. You ignorant country peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Scion silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. Let's go. There is no point in talking sense into an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility as the stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. But the nobles wield only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion and carefully lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. I have won, and I have achieved it without wasting your time. I'm trying to... Do you see? Your gilded lies shatter before real strength. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to recount your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not to challenge you. Except one. Eridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Eridel, you arrive as promised. Oh. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. Oh, we got a David and Goliath situation going on here. Ooh. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Eridel's armor is unusually heavy. You're all too familiar with the nobles' despicable tricks. You then shift your pace, luring Eridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose, his reactions sluggish. Your sword stops just before the neck of Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. Stop! 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 Is that so? Eridel closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victory's already. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take Eridel's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. Oh, there we go. The next day, you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Huh. Eridel is merely made of Septimontian flesh. Above him stands a greater force. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsenosa. I know Arsenosa. It has never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can never reach. The last wall of Septimont, but I accept. It is this unsurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimont, Arsenosa. Whew. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Cato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength brings conquest, such is humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. You wish to demonstrate your strength, Yet now, you will seek to do this with power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, and seemingly impractical idea emerges. Proof of honor. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Ooh. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire and hammer swings. Ooh. Wait, why do I have... okay. Like, is it an item? Is it a skill I can... How is this gonna work? Okay. Let me... rehydrate, jeez. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The nobles' banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. It's awake! A noble shrieked. Arsinosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Her second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. Ooh! You manage to withstand Arsinosa's fierce strike, and at that moment, oh god, why is it, oh! Jeez, that did a lot. That depleted a lot. You manage to withstand Arsinosa's fierce strike, and at the moment it withdraws, seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Arsinosa ceases her attack, her mane brushing against your blood-stained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in honor. The voices, they are... Oh, there's... O wise and noble Arsinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause. Okay. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. As the platform rises, you realize that earning Arsinosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. They are all bowing. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Raise your sword. At last you stand atop the summit, the champion. Only now, with battlefield fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiator's valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that to your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules forged by might lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. Ooh. Okay, that's really... I think I meant end it off here because... Ooh. And then try and stream this tomorrow. Try and stream
Merely the rough shape of a short
2.6
epic.
tomorrow.
This is all I can offer about the Ephor.
That was pretty sick. Can we do that again?
Now, as a listener,
Can we
what
do
do
that
you
with
make of my narration?
Ayuna's? Or Juna's backstory? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. There we go. It's a lot more I need to
I
remember
appreciate your kind words, my generous
a little bit
listener.
more gravelly when I give Rover's voice.
I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ephor is partial, at best. Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them. Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
Seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take. The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Ooh.
Well, I'd say strength.
I'd say...
Let's be real.
What makes a ruler? Wisdom.
There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength.
Yeah, but there's more to being a ruler than having pure strength.
Rover,
Abby.
what do you think?
Wisdom. Please tell me wisdom is on here. Come on. But I guess according to the story, it would be resolve. But I would my personal answer would be wisdom.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey.
Because what's the... Because if you have a lot of strength but no wisdom, you might as well just be like a commander and more of a follower or a second in command rather than a ruler. Because a ruler has to have a mix of a lot of those. Because a ruler, they can be the most powerful or they have the most strength. But a real ruler has to maintain a lot, many different qualities, which I would say is like strength, wisdom, simply just maintaining people's happiness. I mean, that's pretty much what we did while going through Augusta's backstory. We had to maintain certain and balance out different stats.
When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself. Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
Ooh. Okay, I really like this. This is really fun. Who was watching us? Who... Oh. Turned into a bunch of paper cranes? Wait a second, I recognize that kind of design as on one of the cards. Is that Victor? The previous day.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, you know is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a
I'm
disgrace.
so
to her
confused
title.
on how the heck to say her name.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum. A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
I wonder whatever happened to Kato.
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat, and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet.
The current head priest.
Priestess Iuno. Unruly behavior left Tetragon Temple without permission, and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet? Or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Hey, I'm with you on that one. The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person. Grandmother Lilibet said his fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt. Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's book of prophecies. The hunt and our plan, Neither end well.
Okay.
Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again, about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
Nice shot. Okay. They're really leaning into...
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Why are you saying this?
The storm is coming. Come. You know, my friend. The best way to
Storm is
beat a
coming,
storm
you say?
is to walk straight into it.
Virgil's just theme playing in the background so loud. I mean, Kuro Games is really like DMCs, and I'm not surprised. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah. So now we go to this. Now I guess that's the main quest for 2.6. Took me a second. But I'm gonna do these after stories because I did not know they were voiced and thought, oh, actually no, never mind. I can't do that one. I cannot do that one. Okay, let me try. Let me do another. That's probably going to conflict. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I'm gonna do these two after story quests, which I'm pretty sure are probably like a recap or an extra additional thing, I think. Because I accidentally did one and didn't know voice, and I'm like, ooh. And then I'll probably end for today because I feel like that's a really good endpoint after learning about Augusta's backstory. And with the Virgil reference of a storm is coming.
Boss! What a coincidence! You're here for the cable car too?
Oh.
From up here, the Septima view is so good! Before I go, I think I'll ride a few more times. Definitely!
You're getting ready to leave?
Yes, my holiday fun in Septimon is already finished. Time to go back.
About the copper mirror.
You keep it. No need to return. It's a little token of good fortune for us. What's real or illusion? Hard to say now. Master always said I had bad luck. Easy for me to get into trouble. Guess he was right.
Did you realize you were in a Sonoro at the start?
I had no idea. For a Taoist like me, it felt like, I don't know, some kind of out-of-body thing. I asked for your help because it just felt right. Master always said no need to overthink these things. Bye-bye, boss. You're a very fun person. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Maybe. Okay, so that's one. Okay, let's get the other one, which is. Ooh, this one. We gotta talk to Zani for this one. It's been a long time since we've met, or we've talked. Ugh. Ugh, my neck is killing me. My voice too, I'm a little bit parched. And a little bit heated. Jeez, I should really get a fan in my room. Whoop. Let's see what Zani has to say.
No one's been affected. Yes, no worries. Leave the rest to me.
Zani, why are you here?
Ah, it's you. What a coincidence. A short yet violent quake hit Raguna not long ago. We still don't know the cause, but we're checking for casualties. Fortunately, the damage seems minimal.
Tell her about the fabricatorium of the deep.
That explains the commotion. I didn't expect the Order to have a research facility hidden deep underwater. Sounds like a whole mess to clean up there. I'll report everything to Miss Carlotta. With the common echoes involved, the families, the Order, no, the entire city will need to unite. Thank you for bringing this information to us.
About the journeying paradise.
If what Fenrico said is true, the Order should make the right choice here. But that's not something I need to worry about at my pay grade. If the situation in Septimont is still unclear, you should go there first. Don't worry about us. Raguna will be fine.
Finally. We've been trying to reach you, but we kept losing the connection. Are you all right?
What, you couldn't reach me? It must have been due to the chaotic frequencies of the seabed. Relax. I'm fine.
That's a relief. You mentioned the seabed. Have you discovered anything?
Yes, and I have something to say to Cardathia.
You were right. The Thenodine's power at the seabed came from Mia. crystallized within a gem, luring Fenrico to open a rift for the dark tide to seep through. It tried to escape back into the tide to merge with the remaining Threnodian power to grow stronger.
You mean the Threnodian's gem caused the dark tide? But we didn't detect any anomalous frequencies in Renacita.
That's the very anomaly we're investigating.
That's strange. The dark tide at the seabed. It's different from what I've seen before. In Raguna, it always came from the sky. Could you describe the dark tide you encountered in more detail?
Ooh.
I see.
Probably all those things, but that's the
I'll
only
need
true
some
one.
time to think it through.
Sure. I'm heading to Septimont to follow the clues Fenrico left behind.
Please take care of yourself. We'll keep you updated with any developments.
Okay. Woo! Jeez. Hold on. Oh, lag. Oh. Yep, I think now's a good time to. Okay, I'll just teleport here and so I can be prepared for when I do 2.6 tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'll end it off here. Let me wait for this to load. Okay, there we go. So, dear wanderers and travelers, this has been Moton Blight. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, or whatever time it may be for you, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.